calming corner. It's great to see you again. The gong is back. Let's practice some mindfulness before we get started. It helps me to settle in and feel really comfortable. So I'm going to get the gong out. You find a nice, comfortable seated position, finding our mindful bodies, and we're going to close our eyes if it feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just find a soft gaze and stare at one spot in the room. So we're going to sit up tall, closing our eyes if it feels good, and we're going to listen to the sound of the gong. And when we don't hear anything anymore, we'll open our eyes and raise our hands high to the sky. Ready? I love that practice. I always feel so relaxed afterwards. Gong, I'm really grateful for you. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Gratitude and being grateful. So let's talk about this for a minute, because usually we talk about being grateful around the holidays, right? And particularly Thanksgiving, especially here in America. And we don't really talk about it a whole lot other than that specific holiday. That is silly, because I want to practice gratitude and being grateful every single day. It feels so good to wake up with a grateful heart. So, what does it mean? What does gratitude mean? Do you know? Yes, being grateful means to be thankful, right? And to show appreciation and hopefully to show kindness in return. I know. That is such a fun word. So that's what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be talking all about gratitude and how to be thankful for everyday things around us. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have so many emotions. Sometimes great emotions, sometimes emotions that are a little bit hard for me. Do you ever feel that? Yeah, I thought so. So here's an example or a metaphor. What happens, not all the time, but what happens after it rains? A whole bunch of rain. Yeah, sometimes there's rainbows. So just like the rain, that might be sad to some people, but then there's this light of the rainbow. Yeah, or if it's really dark out and we're like, oh man, we just got finished playing outside. We want to play longer. I can't believe it got dark. But then we look up and we notice the stars and the moon. Yeah. So even in dark situations, even when we feel dark emotions, there are usually things we can be grateful for. So let's practice that today. Let's get started with a gratitude breath. Showing gratitude can be tough sometimes. I know. And it's totally okay to feel any emotion that we feel, whether it's sadness, happiness, grief, joy, excitement, scared, everything. It's all okay. But sometimes, if I need a little bit of extra pick-me-up, I like to practice doing different types of breath work, also called pranayama. Woo, that's a silly word. So let's practice gratitude breath together. Okay, bringing your hands out. We're going to inhale and pull everything towards us. Holding our heart, hold, and exhale, putting our hands on our shoulders and flick with your fingers for a big exhale. Let's try again. Hold and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Hold and exhale. Inhale. Hold and exhale. Feeling better? I know I am. Let's move on to some gratitude yoga poses. Let's practice some gratitude yoga. So we're going to go on a mindful walk. So we need to leave our house. Let's go to house pose together. Opening up our legs wide. Good. Bringing our arms up high like the roof. And we're going to open up the door. So bring one hand in front and it's time for us to walk outside. So let's walk. Boop, 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 boop. Don't forget to shut the door. And we're gonna go for a mindful walk. Walking as slow as possible, but still moving. Ready? Whoa, this is so slow. It's hard to go this slow. Huh. Dun, 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 dun. Look what I noticed. I just noticed something when I was walking really slow. I noticed the sun. Let's go to sun pose. Coming onto our knees and bringing our hands up overhead like the sun. Ah, ah. And maybe patting ourselves because we can feel the sun warming up our body. Oh, I'm so grateful for the sun. Oh, feels so good out. Okay, let's keep walking though. So going back on our slow but steady mindful walk. Really slow but still moving. I noticed something else. It's really big. It has a bunch of branches. Do you know what I see? Yeah, I see a tree. Let's go to tree pose. Coming to standing. Shifting the weight to one leg. Slowly lifting up your other leg as much as you can. You can put your foot on top of your other foot. You can lift it up a little bit, or you can lift it up a lot bit. And bringing your arms out like branches. Wow. How long can you hold this pose? What kind of a tree are you? I'm a cherry blossom tree. Okay, let's switch legs. So shift the weight to the other leg. Lift up that other foot again. You can bring it down low. You can bring it on your calf, or you can bring it up high. Oh, that's a tricky one. And show your branches again. Uh-oh, I think a bird landed on our arm. Let's try to hold it so the bird doesn't fly away. Okay, Mr. Bird. Yep. Oh, okay. He flew away. Let's get back to our mindful walk. Do, 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 do. I think I smell something. Let's take a big deep breath. Ready? Do you smell what I smell? No, it's not cake. It's a flower. Let's go to flower pose. This one is super silly. Coming down to sitting. Getting nice and cozy. Bringing our feet out wide. Great. And show me your elbows. Uh-oh, I got a boo-boo. Good. And bring your elbows down to the ground. And bring your arms under your hands. Like a silly flower pose. I think I am a tulip. I've been seeing lots of tulips out lately. What kind of flower are you? A sunflower? Oh, maybe you didn't say that, but I love sunflowers. They're so beautiful. Something's coming. Don't move, don't move. Zzz. Zzz. It's a bumblebee or a honeybee. Okay, let's go to bee pose. Do you guys remember how to do bee pose? Let's come back onto our knees. Bringing our hands onto our shoulders, and we're gonna twist like a flying bumblebee. So get your wings going and twist, 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 buzz. Can you buzz with me? Buzz. And the bee landed on the flower. Let's go back to flower pose. Do you remember how to get to it this time? Yes, elbows down onto the ground. Arms underneath, and we're a flower. And if you want to get really tricky, could you sit back onto your flower? Woo! That's a tricky one. Bonk. And let's keep going on our mindful walk. I mean, it's been so great to show gratitude for the sun, and for the trees, and for the flowers, and the bees. But let's keep walking and see what else we can find. Slowing, walking, looking around, noticing things I've never seen before. there's something beautiful, and it has big wings and lots of colors. Do you know what it is? It's a butterfly. Let's go to butterfly pose. Coming down onto a seated position, bringing the bottoms of our feet together, and our wings start to flap. Holding onto our ankles, let's pretend we're a butterfly flying through the beautiful spring sky. Da 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 da. Butterfly flying. Let's keep flapping. And then we noticed that the butterfly landed on a rock. Let's go to rock pose. Coming onto our knees, sitting onto our ankles, and we're gonna lay down, bringing our forehead down to the ground. Might be tricky with my hat, but I'm gonna try. Bringing our arms to the side. Do rocks move and roll and rumble around? Sometimes, but this rock is gonna be really, really still. Okay, that was good watching that rock, but it didn't move anywhere or go anywhere, so let's keep walking. Fixing our hats if we have one on, and we're gonna keep going on our mindful walk. Walking really slow and mindfully noticing everything around us, looking at the world with wonder and excitement. How slow can we walk without stopping? And then I saw something else. I noticed something flying and going to the trees. It has wings and it's not a butterfly this time. What is it? It's a bird. Let's go to bird pose. This one's a little tricky. So we're going to plant both of our feet onto the ground, leaning forward, bringing our wings out. Try to lift one leg and bring it back behind you. Wow, and flapping our wings. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm a red robin. What kind of bird are you? Ooh, that's a cool bird. And now we're gonna switch and do the other leg. So lifting up our other foot, bringing it back, because we wanna be even birds, and we'll flap our wings again. I've always dreamed of being a bird for maybe like a weekend so I could see what it was like to fly. Would you like to fly? I figured so. So let's keep going on our mindful walk. There's a bunch of little ants on the ground. Ooh! Oh, they're just little black ants. They don't look like ants that would bite. Let's go to ant pose. Coming onto our hands and knees, and we're gonna walk around like a little tiny ant. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Did you know that ants are really strong? Yeah, just like you. And turning around, and let's be a quick ant. Ready? Quick ant! Quick, quick, quick! And let's take a break. You know, I look up, and it looks like the sun. Let's go back to sun pose. The sun is going down, and now something else is coming out. What is it? Yeah, it's the moon. Let's go to moon pose. Bring your hands up overhead, feet together. We're gonna bend to one side, like a crescent moon. And let's even it out and go to the other side. All this walking and adventuring is making me sleepy. And it's getting kind of dark out. But I'm so sad. I loved walking around in the daylight. But let's lay down and see if we notice anything. So come into a nice comfortable position, laying on our backs. Bring your arms out to our side, looking up. You can either keep your eyes open or shut. But we're going to imagine that it's dark out and that we can see the moon and Lots and lots of stars. How many stars could we count? Could we count to 100? Let's see. 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. Even in the darkness, we can see the stars. And when we walk mindfully, we might notice things we've never seen before. Let's slowly start to wiggle our fingers and toes. And rolling over to one side. Woo! Using our arms to lift us up to a comfortable seated position. Thanks for going on this mindful walk with us. Now, let's do a real walk outside and play a silly game. Let's go for a grateful walk. I don't know about you, but I've been going on lots of walks lately. And it's pretty easy to just walk by things and not really notice them. But right now, we're gonna go for a walk and pretend like we have never seen any of this stuff before. What would you say if you saw a tree for the first time? Yeah, so we're gonna play this game. You can either watch me and try it later, or you can go out on a walk and do it with me. Let's begin. What is this? What are these brownish red things? They look like little tiny pieces of trees. Oh, and look, what is that? Huh. Looks like something that came from a tree. Wow, that's interesting. I love the colors of these. Let's keep walking. What are these green things coming out of the ground? They look like giant pieces of grass. Wow, almost like fans or something. Whoa, these are so cool. And do you guys see this? Look at these flowers. And they're coming out of the cracks. Wow, they're so beautiful. I love looking at the different yellows and colors that they have. And that one little purple dot. Wow, that is cool. Let's keep walking and see what else we can find. What in the world is this? There's these little green things that have a bunch of lines and these little brown things that look like they're dead. Huh. Wow. Oh, look, and this one has some little bits of water on it. And if I hold them up to the sky, I see so many lines and little droplets. Maybe it's starting to rain. Wow, those are so neat. Let's see what else we can find. What's this? Wow, look, there's a little dandelion. Just one left. Kind of looks like a orb or a globe or a disco ball. It's like a plant disco ball. And all those little seeds are gonna go and grow lots more dandelions. Looks like these seeds are already gone. They kind of look like little microphones. What are you noticing on your walk? Let's pick one thing on our walk to focus on for one whole minute and see if we can see any beautiful details that we might have overlooked. I'm gonna pick those cool purple flowers we found. Let's go. Wow. So we're gonna look at one thing for one whole minute, which is 60 seconds. Wow, so what do you notice on the thing that you found? I notice dark purple petals on top, and then some lighter purple petals, lighter purple petals, and then the bottom has a yellowish and purple petal. And there's a little purple dot and little lines. Wow. These are so beautiful. They kind of look like animals with ears. Yeah. Wow. Almost kind of like Mickey Mouse. These flowers are beautiful. All right. Thanks for being here, flowers. I'm so grateful for you. Well, that's the end of our mindful walk. Did you enjoy it? So if you didn't go with me, remember to try and play when you go out on your next walk, because there's so many beautiful things that we overlook every day. Gratitude yoga is ending. We know what that means. Let's find a nice, comfortable seated position. You can sit cross-legged, sitting up tall, or my favorite is to lay on your back with your bellies up. You can either find a soft gaze with your eyes or close them completely. Wiggling our fingers and toes and wiggling any part of our body that needs a little bit of release before we completely sit still. Now that we've wiggled, let's try to be completely still and relax for a minute. In our mind, let's think of one person that has been really kind to us today. Say their name in your head. And now, let's imagine one thing that we've done for somebody else today that was also kind. And while we're laying here, let's imagine something that has made us smile today. Something that made us smile extra big. And let's also imagine something that made our day so good. And if you can't think of anything, maybe it's doing yoga and relaxing right now. Taking 2 big breaths together, inhaling through our nose, exhale through our mouth. Inhaling through our nose, exhale through our mouth. Sometimes we feel great emotions and we're full of gratitude. And sometimes really scary emotions come up. Sad emotions, nervous emotions, and things that we can feel but don't necessarily need to hold on to. So let's imagine any negative emotions that we don't want to feel right now rolling off like water, rolling off of our head, and water just rolling off of our shoulders and arms. And this water is rolling off of our fingertips, rolling off of our legs, all the way to the tips of our toes. Now, slowly starting to wiggle our fingers and toes, coming back to the awareness of our body, and rolling over to one side and resting here for just a second. And when we're ready, using our arms to lift ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping our eyes closed, let's bring our hands to our heart And we're all gonna Om together. We'll inhale, and then on our exhale, we'll Om. Ready? Inhale. And slowly starting to open our eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll see you again soon. And remember, stay Yogiful. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Bye-bye.
Hello kids, get your yoga on. Join with me, it'll be real fun.